Infidel body armor just won't quit. For when the only thing standing between you and your life is infidel body armor, made for the smart civilian prepper, this is the body armor you want to be wearing. Made of armored steel and capable of stopping all common North American rifle, shotgun, and pistol rounds. Infidel body armor is meant to take hit after hit. Get yours now.
The calm before the storm is far more dangerous than the actual event itself. You can see this in your friends, you can see this in your family, in your community, in this country, as the masses try to cling to any semblance of normalcy or hope. Yet we know in our hearts that the events of 2008 and 2009 were not an anomaly, were not a one-time event that you shake off and dismiss. No, the cold hard reality and truth, 2008 and 2009 were a game changer and will forever change the course of history and will forever change the course of this country. It is the calm before the storm. You see it in the markets with a recent counter-trend move. You see it with our politicians bickering about the upcoming election and distracting the people from what really matters, distracting people from the truth. And the truth is that this country was bought and sold a long time ago. And you have to ask yourself, where are the people being led? Why? And by who? Because again, while you're distracted, while you are not paying attention, you're being robbed and you're being taken. $15 trillion disappearing overnight by pure chance. The greatest transfer of wealth in history that we knew was coming from the baby boomers, that was supposed to be inherited and transferred to heirs and charities, was simply taken by a select few at the top, by a select few who had plans. Now they have taken and accomplished their mission. And now, as we live in the calm before the storm, the much bigger distraction, the much bigger event and consequence of the past few years is at hand and is coming and will be here, whether you recognize it for what it is or whether or not you dismiss it as pure coincidence. But I know, and you know, in your heart and in your gut, that what you've witnessed the past few years is not a mistake, was not a figment of your imagination, but was evidence that this country has seen its best days and that there will be massive change ahead. They told us that if we did not bail out the big banks, if we did not bail out the insurance companies, if we did not bail out all these major industries, that the world was going to come to an end, that there would be chaos on the streets. We heard this from President Bush before he stepped down. He used the word panic on national television, and instead of saving the people or saving the middle class, who did we save? We saved the corrupt. We saved the cronies that run and manipulate Wall Street, that manipulate this country, and that have milked it and robbed it for everything that it's worth, and have taken you and distracted you from the truth. And the greatest hazard is the moral hazard that it has left. And as people realize the reality of what we currently live, they are disgusted and appalled that not only it has been allowed to occur, but that it occurred on their watch. And what are you going to do about it? Because the people that just robbed you and took you for everything that you're worth, they're pretty confident you're not going to do much of anything. Now, there have been divisions in this country for years, and there is now a movement that is growing stronger by the day, that is growing stronger by the hour, and it's people just like you and me that understand and that are awake to the economic realities that we currently live and realize that we aren't going to take this lying down. And the truth is, this country, the principles that it was founded on, the framework from which it was built and set up by our forefathers, has broken. And we have gone so far away from that foundation and have now seen and witnessed the perverse side of it. You've seen our country at its worst moment. And what are you going to do about it? Because some people believe that one person can't have an impact, that one person can't affect change. But you'd be wrong. Because words are powerful, people are powerful, and it's up to you what you do with it. And collectively, as a group, and in a movement that is already here, that exists and that is growing in this country, can affect change. It can make a difference.